Tim Weisberg and Matt Moniz here for Spooky Southcoast. In the woods just outside Otis Air National Guard Base and the Forestdale, Massachusetts entrance. There seems to be some development going on here, but we're going to search around for the elusive cicada. Comes out once every 17 years. A form of locust. We're going to see if we can track some down and bring them out to you, and you can see exactly what they look like, what they're all about. Here are a couple examples of what we're talking about. Let's see, there you go. Moniz has found a specimen. Look at they're pretty. Hold on, it's focusing. Here. Pretty much from sun up to sundown.
Look at them all up on these branches.
They swarm and cluster. They make a very loud buzzing sound. I think it's so late in the day that we're not going to hear it right now.
Part of the issue is also the wind and the temperature. The temperature is what controls them making the sound.
You can hear it in the you can hear it in the background, deeper in the woods. Here's a couple of them right up here. Let's see. There we go. You can really start to hear them now. There's one crawling on the tree up there. Check out that guy. He wants to see what's going on.
He wants to be on spooky camera.
We got this guy right here. Oop, one taken off in flight.
Several dozen of them all on this branch.
Now as we walk in here, you can see there's still plenty of them on the trees around in here.
Yes, but notice what trees you don't see them on.
The pine.
Very good.
Birch seems to be a favorite. When I was, I started getting into these back in 1991 when I lived about a stone's throw from where we are right now, and we got the big infestation of 1991.
Well, that's a birch tree you happen to see right in front of you.
Yeah. We had birch trees in our yard, and that's what they swarmed to. That's what they loved. And regular deciduous trees too.
Oak, ash.
Yeah. That's where you usually find a lot of these shells. What happens is, when they come out of the ground every 17 years, they mate. And then the eggs are planted deep within the ground. And then they crawl out after 17 years, they climb up onto these trees, and then they break out of their shells. They leave their shells behind on the trees.
Called the carapace.
Okay. And then you get these beautiful creatures here. And pretty much from sunup to sundown for about a month, from early June until about the 4th of July, you just wake up, and as soon as the sun comes up, it's a constant buzz, and they're everywhere. I mean, now because of development in this area, they're not as prominent as they once were. Back then, you would walk out and your whole front yard would be a carpet of these things, and everywhere you walked would just be crunch, crunch, crunch. My sisters were constantly pulling them out of their hair. But now, what, do I got one on me?
No.
Oh, okay. But now, because of development in this area, they're not as prominent. It's like they're screaming bloody murder. If you look right here, hanging from this branch, there's one of the, what's it called?
It's called the carapaces.
One of the carapaces right here. And that's, I mean, they're that ugly when they come out of the ground.
Look at this puppy right here. Yeah, just holding on to him. See, you can see him starting to beat.
Look at that. That's the. Can't get a better shot than that. And you look at the size of Moniz's hand, and he has a pretty large hand. And that's about 2 knuckles long.
We don't want to talk about the daddy long leg, but just committed suicide jumping off of you. That was cute. Can you do that again for the camera?
I'm not really scared of daddy long legs. Regular spiders I can't get bit by. I'm allergic.
Alright, now you want me to put him back?
Yeah, you can put him back. Here at Spooky Southcoast, we take care of nature. We don't destroy it. We're just here to document. We're not here to interfere. Now it's funny because, believe it or not, I read something online where there's a lot of UFO reports in these areas at this time. They say, "Oh, I hear a strange whirring sound," and you know they claim to see lights. Now I know that around this time of year when I lived here, the base used to set off flares.
Right.
So it was you had the combination of these things buzzing all the time and these flares coming off. So I can almost understand why people were, making that assumption.
But they don't do that anymore.
No. It's no longer an active base, right?
Not completely active, no. It is a reserve base, which means on the odd weekend or so things might happen, but generally no.
But you can see clearly the underside of it. Oh, there he goes. Nope. Isn't the primary directive of nature shows not to interfere?
Yeah.
So wouldn't flipping him over be not natural?
Let him be. I want to head back towards the vehicle so I can keep an eye on it.
Yep. I'll be right back behind you.